Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, we're out Wind Way, of course my favorite place. They are setting up for the Tet now and they've got it all blocked off so you can't walk around. This video, however, will be about do not get married too fast, my guys. This keeps happening over and over to people I know here. They're getting married at a very rapid pace. You know, I've talked about not a particular guy, and I'm still not talking about a particular guy now. But one of my other buddies, who's Korean, is a super nice guy. I've known him for a while. I actually met him in Cambodia. He's getting married after knowing the chick for I think 3 months. So, pretty wild. I'm not going to recommend this. And the reason why I'm not going to recommend this is because I know plenty of guys that have done this. And it's not gone well. It's come back to backfire. Oh, we got some TikTok professionals here. This group's really good. This might be for like a full-fledged YouTube. Getting whitewashed lighting. Oh, she's readjusting her top. We got a nice little crowd. Same thing. They do the same exact stuff in Seoul, in Korea. It's like identical. No difference. So yeah, back to the topic at hand. I would not be in a hurry to get married for a way to stay here longer. And that's why a lot of people are doing it. They're doing it because they want to stay here for indefinitely without having to do a visa run every 30 days. This is not what you want to do. And we talked about this stuff on, like, you know, how dating chicks here, finding a hot chick here. There's going to be some information that's repeated. But I think this video will get different kind of views and different new viewers to it. Because this is mainly just focusing on don't get married too fast. This isn't about like seeing, well, we're going to talk about red flags, but, and of course, never, ever, ever try to marry a bar girl. There's a famous saying. You can take the girl out of the bar, but you can't take the bar out of the girl. And this is, for factual information, true. So, this is not something that I recommend that you do at all. This is not the way, my guys. You're gonna run into trouble. It's gonna become costly. And it's not a reason, you don't get married for a reason to stay here. It's just not the way you do it. You know, I did not get married to stay here. I got married because I loved my wife, and we had been together every day for 2 years pretty much, and we knew that it worked, so we went ahead and went through with it. Is that always going to be the case? No. 2 years, you know, since we were together every single day, is pretty much like the lifespan of somebody's normal relationship of dating that's like 3 or 4 years. So I would say that I fast-tracked it. But, you know, here's the first flags. Really? Now they can't see. Sorry. Hello. So, here are the first signs that you're probably into something bad. Unless it was talked about, if things start getting very expensive, if, you know, you're getting married right away in the 3 months, which I'm never going to advise. You'll never hear me advise that. But if immediately they want a nice apartment, you know, you're buying them a new scooter, you are helping them with a business, maybe paying for a bunch of stuff to launch a business. Maybe she wants a storefront opened. Again, I'm not applying this to any person I know in particular. There's a lot of dudes I know, and I hear all the different stories. It's just collecting data and information. If there's a tremendous amount of money that's being spent within a 2 or 3 month period of time, and then marriage comes up, and then she's cool with it, think about why she's cool with it. This doesn't take rocket science to figure out why this is happening, why this is moving forward, why she is keen to then get married. It should be pretty much the writing on the wall. Now, if you're a dude that's got a lot of money and you don't care, and you'll continue to provide that lifestyle indefinitely, and you have the money to do it, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. But if you're a dude that's trying to like spend a little bit of bag that you have to like reel that in, and then she's in it, and then you don't have that money anymore to provide her with that lifestyle that you showed her that that's what it was going to kind of be like for the first 3 or 4 months, she will leave you. She will have you buy some kind of property or something too. I'm not saying this is true for all chicks. I'm sure you can find, I'm sure it's possible to find a 3 or 4 month old. I can't even say that. I can't justifiably actually even say that. Sorry. Although I do know one dude that's happily married, and he's only known the chick like 7 months. But yeah, if you're spending a lot of money, you know, if the wedding's costing a lot, you gotta go do a photo shoot in some other city, and that's totaling up to like if everything's just totaling up to be a lot of money, then you know you're in a bad position. It's Korean. I'd go with Korean. It's definitely not Vietnamese. Looks like a tourist from Korea. I would even go with Seoul. Would be my guess. Or Japan. But so, anyways, if you're spending a lot of money right away and she's cool with getting married right away, these, in my opinion, are definitely red flags. Now, a lot of dudes come here in this. It's not a lot of dudes, it's just the dudes that really don't like doing the visa run. And they have money, so then they just want to work around it, you know? They're okay to get married right away because you and the girl get along pretty well, and, you know, the sex is good, and she's super pretty, and she's got a great body, she's great arm candy, you know. Oh, certainly. And these are not the reasons for getting married. You know, getting a visa and having a hot chick is not the reason why you get married within 3 months. There's no real reason, in my opinion, why you get married in 3 months. Like, that's my biggest takeaway from this. Like, I tell, you know, I stopped giving advice on this stuff too, because I got people that like kind of ask me about it, and you know, most men, especially American men, aren't taking advice. They'll kind of ask about it and they'll listen, but they're still going to do whatever they want. So like, I'm not even giving you advice. If you want to get married to some hot chick in 3 months and drop tens of thousands of dollars and take that gamble, then go for it. I think there's better ways to do this though. Like, an authentic girl that wants to be with you out of love and to have a relationship is probably not going to be down to get married in 3 months or 5 months or 7 months. She's just not. But why? That makes no sense. You don't really know each other. And then the other one is language. Does she speak any English? Do you speak any Vietnamese? If you absolutely don't speak any of each other's languages, that's a bit. I don't know. I can't say that like I highly would say I'd recommend that. Like, there is no way me and Winnie would be married if she wasn't fluent in English. Because I don't know shit of Vietnamese. I probably should know way more Vietnamese. I suck at learning it, and I suck at trying to learn it. So I'm terrible at it. It would never work with me with someone that speaks very little English. So I think these are all things you need to factor. I think it's very easy for men when a chick's super hot, like a 9 or a 10, to just like completely throw out so many red flags and like issues they even know that are in their brain that are going to be issues down the line. They're just like, nope, I'm just going to forego it and go for it. Now, ways that you could tell she might be actually, it might actually work out and you can kind of take the gamble, is if there's really no money involved. If she's not asking for anything, maybe you guys like really have a deep connection. You come here, you're spending every day with her for like the 4 months. You're living together. She's never leaving your side. Everything's jiving really, really well. Maybe that's a little bit different. Maybe that could potentially work. But if there's large amounts of money being out of your pocket, and that's kind of where the love's coming from, that is, in my opinion, a problem. You can make it into not a problem by just saying, oh, I'm just buying her nice gifts. But just think in your head, would it be there if you didn't buy her like that Gucci bag or upgraded her to the new iPhone Pro Max? or whatever, Samsung S22 or Samsung Flip or Samsung Fold, like would it still be there? Would it still be that exact relationship if you didn't do these exact things? I think there's a lot of guys that don't realize they're red flags when they're red flags. Like, if she's immediately asking you to pay off some kind of debt, or she needs some dental surgery and she hasn't been able to afford these are the common ones. So the first common one is, oh, I've been wanting to get this dental work done for 5 years, I just can't afford it, I really like to get it done, my mouth hurts, blah blah blah. Oh, my phone's been broken for 2 years, I've got this really old phone, it would be nice to just have a new phone. And you're like, oh, the new phone, it's I'm really looking at the iPhone, I've never really had one, I've only had this broken old Android phone. These are kind of signs that you're getting taken for a ride. And then the most famous one is once you're like locked in. She won't say any mention of this until you're really locked in, so you're like pretty progressed in the relationship. Maybe as you're like pretty deep into it, she'll be like, oh, we have this family debt and I really have to pay this debt, or the creditor's calling me all the time and they're going after my family and they're coming after me. I don't know what to do, I'm so stressed out unless we pay this creditor. I don't want to ask, but it's only like $3,000. This creditor's gonna, he'll go away then. They're threatening to hurt my family now. I just don't know what to do. I didn't even want to tell you because I didn't want you to feel stressed. Like, if they're playing that kind of angle, you're getting played. You're 100% getting played. Just know, if you got a good one, man, she'll live in your first shit apartment here for like $400 a month. She'll be happy with you just paying for dinner and going out. She won't be asking for anything else. She's super straightforward on that stuff. She will not be asking for anything, pretty much. If she be asking for stuff, that ain't good. And if the stuff is expensive, that's doubly not good. So I'm just giving you flags to like recognize for it, and don't rush it. Like, you can still do the 30-day visa run. Yeah, it's not convenient, but it's not a reason to get married to somebody within 3 to 5 months. It's as simple as that. And the reason I bring this up is I'm going to another wedding in a week. And the guy, I think he's only known her 4 or 5 months. And he's a smart dude too. Granted, there isn't much risk to getting married here. I mean, the risk is if you start dropping money. Drop in all your money. Twerk it, twerk it, twerk it. Dollar bills, y'all. So, I mean, it's kind of that too. There's not too much risk, but I'm just trying to say I wouldn't be, me personally, in a hurry to get married just for a way to stay here without having to do border runs. And that's really my thoughts on that. If you guys have anything to add to it, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm totally off base and I'm wrong, or if you've had something similar happen to you, etc., etc., etc. So I think that's the video. I don't have much more to add. If you have anything to add, like I said, just drop it in the comments. So stay frosty. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.